I was over here.
What?
Huh?
Are you serious? I was supposed to come straight out of mute. I'm telling you, yo. Go ahead, Kiki. You were saying something. Oh, I thought you guys were talking. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry for the technical problems, guys. It's supposed to come right out of mute. But anyways, welcome, guys. Welcome to the Laura and Hour podcast with your girl, Laura Dannon. I am so happy to be here today. I have two very special guests, and I can't wait to introduce them. Kiki, girl, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hey, how are you? For those who don't know me, off of QWOP, and I am on Deep Throat Conversations, and I am a business owner. I am dispatching for trucks, so get at me if you want me to make you some money. And that's it.
All right. Okay, get to the money.
Yes.
Next guest, go ahead.
All right, so good evening, y'all. Good evening, world. I'm Platinum P. I gotta adjust to the camera. All right, but so I am also a business owner, and I'm from Winston-Salem, North Carolina. I play sports, and that's it. I'm just kidding. That's from the wood. No, but so this is gonna be great. Platinum P, business owner. I'm a one-stop shop for consumable goods. So if you're looking to have some men and women skin products, sports nutrition, gummies, gummies, whether it's for turmeric, sleep gummies. If you want to go to sleep or you want to put your kiddos to sleep,
got that melatonin for them kids.
Hello.
You got weed gummies too?
Natural. Huh?
You got some weed gummies too?
That's coming in production. But yeah.
Number one client, baby.
Oh, wow.
That's me, and I'm grateful to be here.
Yeah. So what's your website?
So website is www.amway.com/my shop dash FWIWENT.
All right. So we're also going to put that in the chat box. So everyone be on the lookout for that. And we'll flash that across the screen. But welcome. I'm so happy to have you guys here. Kiki, listen, I was so excited to get you in on this because I'm like, Kiki gonna love this. Yes.
Okay. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Yes. Hey, Shaka.
Hi, I'm sorry I'm late. My headphones are acting super gay. I'm sorry.
You just said that. Everything fell apart on the other side.
Damn.
You're making things fall apart over here.
Right.
All right. So Platinum P, can you on the right side in this chat here on your right side, can you just type in that web address so that our admin can take it?
Actually, I got it. I think I have it. Let me
You have it?
Yeah, let me go ahead and grab it real quick for you guys. So Brandon, how was your weekend?
Ooh, I did karaoke. I was singing. I was doing some rapping. I was doing What's Your Fantasy? I did it really good.
Okay.
Impressing people.
That's
I don't know if you guys see, but B-Faz is amazing at karaoke. We went and we had an excellent time, and yeah, that man.
Y'all gotta take me.
Yes.
Yeah, I love karaoke.
I can't sing for shit, but I was having.
He is lying.
I was like, yes, go. And then what song that I did? Was it "Bring Me to Life" with Evanescence, which was fun.
Oh wow!
I was the guy from Stone Temple Pilots. I wasn't the girl.
And then, I wasn't the girl. I wasn't the girl. I wasn't the girl at all.
I can't remember what other song I did. I did like 3.
Yes. So, guys, we're going to actually get straight into the trending corner. Everyone knows we like to usually talk a little bit, but we have so much to get into because there's been so many trending things. I really want to get into it. So, production, let's go. Let's get to the trending corner with Laura D. Hey, guys. So,
Hey, Jams over here.
Corner, you
Bars.
know we had to talk about your favorite P on me man, Mr. R. Kelly, aka the king of R&B. We already know he got 30 years, y'all. 30 years.
Yep. He gonna be singing "This Is How We Get Down in Prison." Drop
I
your
wonder who
pants and
he's gonna
start
be peeing on
kissing.
in prison.
Mhm.
So,
Inmate rolling that body, got every man in his wishing.
what? So rolling down a butt crack and all.
He gonna love
Mhm.
it. He gonna love getting rammed in. Making them, he made them little girls put a dildo in his butt, so he good.
Oh Lord.
Oh
So
no.
let me get into it. So it says disgraced R&B singer R. Kelly was sentenced to 30 years in prison Wednesday following his conviction last year of federal racketeering, sex trafficking charges stemming from his efforts over the years to use his fame to ensnare victims for his sexuality abuse. So prosecutors asked the judge to sentence Mr. R. Kelly to 55 years in bars and 50, no, he's 55. R. Kelly, 55 to 25 years in jail. So they didn't give him 25 years. They gave him 30 years. And what you guys think about this? 30 years. Do you guys think that's too much?
I think it's not enough.
You reap what you sow.
He should have gone life.
Look how
without
many years.
parole.
Yeah, I'm gonna say look how many years and how many women, how many kids this been going on and on and on. He good. He good with what he got.
I, for one, don't believe he molested all those women.
Uh-oh. Hot take.
Now, there's somewhere I got to draw the line at. Did y'all see that surviving R. Kelly?
That
I
was
did.
awesome.
There's one woman with that wide nose. He didn't. He didn't.
No.
There's no way he touched her.
No, he didn't touch her. She was the producer. She was the woman who was doing the documentary. No, he didn't touch
So why
her.
was she talking like she was a piece of it?
Because it was her documentary. So I have a couple of things to say about this. So I'm gonna ask Kiki because I want to know, since you're my guest, and then Platinum, I'm gonna ask you next. What do you think? Don't you think these parents should get a little bit of time?
Oh hell yeah. Most definitely, because they were selling their kids by far. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I would never put my child, never. I don't care how bad I wanted her to succeed or him to succeed. I'm not putting them to no predator, and I damn sure ain't gonna let you be in a studio by yourself and you my baby.
Right. So
I believe they should do. I believe that they should get in trouble, or whatever money that they gave, they need to cough that up or something like that. But I really do think they should probably get a little time because they're part of the problem.
exactly. So Platinum, my question to you would be, I think her last name was Maxwell. What's his name? The guy who killed himself. Oh my goodness. Why can't I remember his name? Maxine. Yes.
Epstein.
Yes, Epstein. So we all know that Epstein's co-conspirator. She's gotten like 30 years plus in jail for bringing those girls to him. So you would think these mothers and fathers were doing the same thing. Why do you think prosecution didn't look to bring these parents in?
Honestly, I believe that they had good attorneys. They had good attorneys, and it worked out in their favor. It's a matter of, if you're not going to hold anybody accountable, then this is what you get. And I'm not exactly sure, honestly, where it comes to the prosecution, why they didn't bring them in, but I can only speculate. And you got to have some really good legality team.
That's true. B, go ahead.
All right, y'all. So why the parents did not get prosecuted? 2 words.
What?
Plausible deniability. It's what the government uses. It's what Biden's using. So this is the reason why they're using it. It's the reason why they're using it. So plausible deniability is this: the actions of what I do have no effect on the actions of the other person does. So I'm going to be ignorant to the situation, presenting my child to this celebrity who I'm thinking is going to help her uplift her career, with my intentions being good, right?
That
I'm
makes
thinking
sense.
he's doing something nice. So my plausible deniability is I didn't know he was doing that.
I honestly thought he
That's how
was
the
going to
parents-
put my daughter in a place of position.
Yeah, that's
Oh.
why. That's why. That's
Who didn't know R. Kelly? How is that? Who doesn't know R. Kelly was out there taking young girls' butt cookies? Who didn't know
Man,
that?
y'all remember that interview, right?
Yes.
Hey, do you like teenagers? When we talking like teenager, how are we talking?
Are we talking 18? Or
Yeah.
I was like, wait,
That's
what?
motherfucker?
The fact that he had to
The
ask
man,
that.
the man married Aaliyah when she was 15, and everybody knew that.
Right.
Right. And that's what I'm saying. Like, there should be so many people who are held accountable, because you seen in the Me Too documentary, not Me Too, but what was it? Surviving R. Kelly. You heard the managers. Yeah. I walked in there and I got sick because I seen him and Leah. But where was your accountability? Weren't you this girl's manager? Shouldn't you have some type of responsibility to report that to the law? It's just like, it's so many people I felt like aided this man, and I felt like they should have been arrested. But another thing is, I agree with the 30 years, but why does it seem like I don't see any Catholic priests being brought up on these charges and getting 30 years? Now they got Mr. Kelly. When are we going to get the rest of these perverts?
I say hang them by their dicks.
Yes. By a thin string. Go ahead. Yes.
I mean, when you're protected, like you basically got immunity. You do whatever the fuck you want when you want to do it. And
So
like
you're part of the clergy, they get away with manslaughter.
Catholic Church needs to change their ways. They have to allow those guys to have marriages and be with women, because this is killing like the kids. And I know good things come in small packages. Damn, not the children.
Right.
I'm not doing this with you.
Wait.
I'm not doing
I
this
was
with
thinking like,
Super. I can't read that. Something 123 said huge supporter of Platinum P's YouTube.
I can read that for you.
Read that.
Appreciate
for me.
Yeah, it says huge supporter of Platinum P's YouTube channel. Loving the podcast so far. Well, thank you, Super Kiana.
Thank you. Yes, my boy Platinum P here.
Okay.
I've been trying to get him on for a minute. Yes. Okay, so I'm gonna move off of that topic. So the next trending topic that I really want to get into is gonna have to be Miss Brittany Garner. So guys, Brittany Garner's trial starts tomorrow, and CNN, a lot of government officials, they predict that Brittany is going to be convicted and sentenced. So right now they're saying that Russia is going to put on a show. They're saying they're gonna prosecute her. Well, she's being prosecuted. She's gonna be convicted, and she's gonna do some time unless the U.S. negotiates a trade. So Russia wants some type of terrorist release in order for the U.S. to get Brittany Garner back. And this saddens me so much, because I feel like this has been plotted for years, not years, but for months against her. Because for those who don't know, she plays in the off season in WNBA over in Russia to make more money, because the women here unfortunately do not make the same amount of money that the men make, which is sickening. Because now look, this young lady is stuck in Russia because she can't get equal pay. If you really, really think about that.
Yeah,
So they're thinking that she could be sentenced to 10 years.
It's called the WIBA. So it's the Women's International Basketball Association. That's
You're
what it
welcome.
does.
So Super Kenua said, thank you for the honest dialogue, y'all. Hello. Hey, B Sparrow. Haven't seen you in a while. It's nice to
Eric.
see you. Shout out my girl B Sparrow. Listen, if you guys want to listen to some really good content, check out her YouTube page. She has some really great content. Really good. Trust me. It'll have you thinking. So anyway, so this Brittany Garner thing, yo, I don't think the U.S. is going to budge. I think she's going to be a casualty of war. What you guys think?
Yeah. Unfortunately, she's a political pawn.
Mm-hmm.
Her face in that first picture they had of her coming in, her eyes, her fear in her face. It's really sad over a charge like 10 years. Like, come on, man. Like, this
For
is ridiculous.
hash, oil.
And it's
Like
not
they said, it's
even,
in a vape.
it's like they used it as a way to put the U.S. in a very bad
vice grip.
situation because
They want to put a vice grip around the U.S. balls. That's
because
what
the U.S. does nothing, then it looks like they don't support Ukraine. If the U.S. does something, it looks like they're against Ukraine. So no matter what, they're in a situation that they can't win.
So right now we kind of look weak because they're like, listen, we got one of your women, not just one of your people. We got one of your women. What are you going to do about it? You guys value your black women so much. And I really feel like this girl was watched and said, okay, we're going.
Black women. If it was Julia Roberts, they would have had that whole embassy surrounded.
What'd you say?
Who values us?
I said, yeah, that's a black woman they got
But that's
there.
what
That
the
was
U.S.
Julia
said.
Roberts.
They said that they value us black women, right?
Listen, if they had
Russia's
Julia Roberts, they would have had that embassy surrounded.
That's true. That's true. So Russia's challenging them. I really feel like on this aspect, Russia is saying basically, I dare you to jump, bitch. We got a person of color, and we know that race is very tense in the U.S. So that's going to be something that they probably thought was going to cause more division. And then the black people, we looking at the government like, you're not going to go get her? You're not going to go get sis? You going to let sis sit there? Because I'm pretty sure if it was the Tom Brady's, the Brett Favre or somebody, they're going to be negotiating because guess what? There's going to be a lot of Caucasian fathers, and no shade to my Caucasian listeners, advocating for them to go get that man. I promise you, these people will band together and go get some tanks and job over there themselves to go get they Caucasian brothers.
Hey, my question is, where is the LGBTQXYZ at? Where they at?
Right. Where is the LGBT communities to support her? Like, this is when they should be using their power to rise up. Platinum, see, that's why I love you, because you be thinking. Like, really think about this, because she's a part of that community. Not only is she just a part of the black community, she's a part of the LGBT community, and they hold more power. They can get you canceled tomorrow, today.
They were really intelligent too. They did her pre-trial 2 days before the end of Pride Month. So talk about a slap in the face.
A slap in the
entire
face.
Community. That was hilarious.
She said, "What? B Sparrow
Why
said,
is she still there? B Sparrow, she's still there before a drug charge that she faced. She was on her way out, and customs caught her on her way back to the U.S. with hash.
Simple and plain. We got a weak administration. Our administration's weak.
Thank you for saying that, because I've been saying it since November 3rd of 2000. Because
she should have been back here in the States. How Trump, and I'm not a Trump supporter, but when those ball boys got caught over there in China, Trump called up China like, yo, my homies, you know what I'm saying? They was just stealing some little sunglasses, but I'm going to ship you over a little bit of extra this and this and that, give you something on the back end, you go ahead and let them go. That's basically what happened. Trump got on the phone with China.
I don't think that's how it happened.
Man, listen, I'm telling you.
I think it went like this.
In the hood form, bro. Listen.
No, I think he even outspokenly said it. He says, I called Xi, I told him, release them.
Like marijuana oil.
Or I'm going to tariff you. And I think that's what they did.
Form of THC. Go ahead,
How much was it?
Not a lot.
It was like half a pound. It was small.
It wasn't half a pound. It was in a vape container.
It was vape. Oh yeah, it was a liquid form. That's right.
It was in a vape. Hash. Not a half a pound. It was in
a. For 10 years for that.
Yes.
It's illegal in their country, and it's a communist country. Their laws are draconian. So, what were we saying? Oh, Trump calls Xi, says release them or I tariff you. That was his power. He had the power of the entire U.S. was behind him as far as his policies. Problem is, what we have today is we have a guy who says, if you think you can, then you can, you think, and you can get over this coronavirus. Like that guy.
Wait, B, the entire U.S. was not behind Trump. I'm
talking about his government as far as all of his policies.
All of our Caucasian counterparts were behind Trump.
No. I'm saying every part of the government was behind Trump. There was not one part of the government, right? When he said something, The other leaders did not listen to him. Right now, we have a guy who's like saying stuff, and they're laughing.
She probably did forget she had it. She probably did. Or you know what? I don't even think she forgot she had it. She goes in and out that country so much that it probably never been an issue. But when tension started to rise between Ukraine and the U.S., like I said, someone had to be watching her, and they said, "This is our way in to negotiate with the U.S." And because come on, you don't just randomly just find that on her. You know,
ask for a terrorist.
Right.
Ask for a terrorist.
I don't think it's terrorism.
The U.S. don't negotiate with terrorists, and they're not about to negotiate with them. She looks like us.
Terrorists. They're gonna ask for their spies because we got some in Gitmo right now. They're probably gonna ask for a couple of their spies in order to release this. But again, this is where it looks really, really bad for the U.S. because one, you got a minority female, right? That she's double. She's a double minority because she's female, and she's a part of the gay community, right? So you got all that on top of it being the Ukraine war, right? And it just looks like no matter what decision this guy makes, it's just going to be bad all around. No winning on this part.
Why is it? Is it brought up in the media? Are they talking about her sex, her color, her minority? Like, is that an issue in the media?
I haven't seen.
They're not really bringing it up. No, you had a few people say like
got caught.
You had a few people say if she was Caucasian, she'd been home already. But they're not really just.
Yeah, because I was about to say like it shouldn't even be about that. It should be like, hey, go get her XYZ.
And she's a U.S. citizen,
right?
But we're second class citizens, and so we're not that important. And no matter,
don't say that I'm important. I ain't second class.
We're important, but to certain people in this country, we're not that.
That's how we feel about you.
I'm who they want to be. That's
how we feel about you, Kiki. But in the eyes of them, we're subhuman.
Yes,
and that's just the way it is.
One third.
I understand it. I just ain't gonna say that.
But she's saying she's not claiming that over her life.
That part.
Yes, I feel that.
I get it.
I feel that.
I'm saying, but there's Kiki.
Right, she has three strikes. She's a woman. She's black and she's gay. That is right, B. Sparrow. You are so right about that.
Let them get Amy over there with the past.
It's an attack on women now.
They in there.
It's an attack on women. Forget that. Let all my Asian women, my Caucasian women, black women, whatever. If you are a woman, we need to be standing up against these men, like for real. Because we need to stand against all you men. I'm about sick of y'all.
Oh, don't do that. Wait a second.
Asian women don't stand up.
This is why
women need to run the world. We need to run the world.
Overreact to situations, guys. We
Who
think
run the world?
Overreact.
Who run the world?
Girls. Who run this mother, girl?
Yeah, I want to turn it into some other shit. Let's all be easy.
What you mean? But we do though. I'm just saying, men have been in charge for so long, and decade, century after century, whatever, it's always war.
So what are you gonna do? So y'all don't like each other over men. So you the president.
I knew this.
As long as China don't take one of my men, China cool.
No, China's not cool. You know what they do? They steal intellectual properties. They also steal all of our secrets.
The system in place definitely seems to be targeting femininity. That is so true. It
femininity.
Seems like
She said femininity.
Femininity.
And then
lemony. Wait, lemony. I agree. So we're gonna go ahead and move this along because I really feel so sad for her wife because this woman has been sitting here and waiting. Unfortunately, it seems like when it's always someone of color, the U.S., and I just got to be honest, I know a lot of people are going to hate me for saying this, the U.S. always sits back and wait. When the young man, Ahmaud Arbery, he got killed, they sat back and waited. Why is it always sitting back and waiting for us?
They don't care.
Let's move. I'm sick of this. The U.S. should have been like, you know what?
Sit back and wait because they want exactly what happened to Ahmaud Arbery that happened to all of us.
What is violent?
Oh no!
women are not great leaders. Once a month, their emotions and hormones take over. Boy,
No,
I'm glad you said
that
it.
is not. I make a joke of it. That's not true. Women can make great leaders. We
What
have
the hell?
great leaders
right.
in the
We
military.
make excellent leaders.
We like if you don't know their Valiant Thor, there's a large number of women CEOs in
Right.
really big businesses like Rent the Runway and Stitch. Those are females that actually running companies, big companies. So
Let me.
And there's a lot of single moms that's running households and
Kitty, I was about to say that. Go
raising
ahead,
kids
Kitty.
by herself.
Kitty.
So for you to say what you're saying, boy, sit down. You need to grow up.
yeah, that was
that's
insulting,
ridiculous.
homie. My stuff was funny,
Ridiculous.
not that yours is not.
Right. That was cool.
Wow.
No, he just mad. He just mad because he gotta wait to get that pussy for a week. That's what.
Oh
that is.
no. She said he gotta wait not for a week. Super Quinoa said
Whoa,
power for
okay.
and are known to start. Wait,
All right.
I'm trying to
Men
read
been in power for centuries and are known to start
Thank you,
entire
Super
world
Keanu.
wars over hurt feelings. Well, I mean, the only guy I know that did that was Bush Jr.
Well, how
went
about
to war in
Helen? What was
Iraq
it?
'cause of
Helen
his
of
daddy.
Troy?
Yeah, I was just about to
Countries
say
making
that.
war over just one woman.
I didn't like
Helen.
that. Not to
They
say
did.
men shouldn't be in power, just that there's a balance to it. Well, I mean, I wouldn't even say that. I just say that what needs to happen is competent leaders need to be put into power, not incompetent. And
Yes.
unfortunately, a lot of people didn't
Competent.
realize that voting an incompetent dude would destroy the country in 18 months. Just saying.
That's true. And so to add to what B was saying, we talk about this often. We need young blood in office. Like I think we need younger blood, people who can think more open-minded. We have all of these old poop heads in office still, and they're still thinking in the 1970s, 1960s. They can't move forward. They don't want to use the iPhones. They don't want to they don't want to realize that children learn differently.
That's
and
not
that
true at all.
everyone's life experience is
That's not true at all. They work for a system that works for them. To them, if it ain't broke,
That's
don't
true.
fix it.
Go ahead, Platinum.
I'm agreeing with him. Like there's an entire system. Like you have an entire thought, generationally, and you want to have young blood, but they're gonna see the resistance that waits for them.
Yeah,
And
you
if
are,
have
but
too
that's
much,
why.
you'll
But
get-
that's
you'll
why
get
we
pulled
have to
away.
clean. But that's why we have to clean house. We have to get nepotism out of there. That's the one thing that we have to take out of there. You can't.
So-
It can't always be my niece, my nephew, and my cousin is going to be in office, because when you look at Congress, it's people their same bloodline, so they're going to have the same mindset. So, like you said, the system is going to still be the same because the system is still in place with those people and their families.
So
They're-
that's not.
That
That's
don't. I'm not talking about your bloodline. I'm talking about your complexion. Your bloodline don't got nothing to do with that shit. If you get people in there that still see the world from the 70s, that shit ain't gonna matter.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, it does matter, because you got to remember they're teaching their kids are teaching their grandkids, and those are the people that still get in their office. You get what I'm saying? Because they're not getting in change. They're not getting in more people of color, Latin people, maybe some Indian folks. I don't know. Just we need
Would
something
you clean?
different.
Would you clean house?
Skittles in there. They just need to put a bag of Skittles in there.
Would you clean house if everything was going right in your favor and
Hey,
then there was
Brandon,
one?
read this comment for me.
Yep. Valiant Thor, those single moms you're speaking down on are out there actually making it happen while you're gossiping about them in comment sections. Actions speak
Ooh.
louder. Laughing. We see who soon the work.
Did y'all see what he
Or-
said though?
Well,
We
listen.
see who's doing the work. Okay, thank you.
Let me say this, and
I like
I hate to be pessimistic. I can only speak from my vantage point of the things
Well, go
I've
ahead.
experienced in the area that I'm at.
Mm-hmm.
Single mothers, the ones that are busting y'all ass, doing y'all thing, trying to make it work for these black and brown children. I salute y'all 100%.
Yeah, for a second.
All of y'all. in these neighborhoods that some of us grow up in, where all the bullshit is happening, are the benefit of single mothers.
That's true.
Not the benefit of I'm talking about not benefit. I mean the downfall is because of just single mothers. There's no father in the household. There's a lot more order.
Okay, I understand that, but that wasn't why I said what I said.
No, I understand what you're saying, but I'm saying like
no, I just said that because women in power. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I was just saying when you're talking about, when I spoke on a single mother in the home and comparing it to running the country, because it's like that.
It is.
Taking care of more than one baby. You got to schedule, you got to work. She has to drop us off. She has to do X, Y, Z. I watch many women do it. That's why I'm saying don't judge us on no period. That's why I said what I said. Now, how the system is ran, okay, we can't help it that our men aren't standing up and not there, and it's a whole systematic thing. We all know
that's deeper. That's deeper. That's the deep
subject. So I just had to clear that up because no.
Yeah. So what Kiki is saying is, women, we delegate. We delegate all the time, and we're negotiating all the time. We're negotiating with these kids. We calming kids down. So, but you guys also have to realize these CEOs, these politicians, there are women behind them running the show, making it so that these men can get out there and do what they have to do. Because most people don't understand. Half of the time, those men come home, wifey or the girlfriend or the fiance, they're looking over those papers. They're bringing that paper to us and, hey, babe, look over this and tell me what you think about this. Hey. And we're giving that. We're the people you don't see.
Now,
do we have evidence of this?
I
have evidence. I do it all the time. My husband would be like, hey, babe, I got to work today. I need you to handle this. Okay, babe, don't you worry about that.
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about on a higher level. In the grand scheme of things, we're ants compared to what's going on in the Capitol.
Okay, let's bring up Kris Jenner, okay? Kris Jenner, right?
No. Let's not bring up. I don't want to say that
I want to use her. I want to use her as an example.
No, we're talking about somebody that can make decisions on the planet, not somebody that wants to decide if they have a dick or a pussy. No, let's not. I mean somebody that actually can make a decision. Somebody that can make a decision that affect my life or make. No, we need to talk about somebody that is my life or your life.
Mom, Chris.
We're talking about the mom. And first of all, Brandon, read the comments for me. First, go ahead, read the comments.
Someone to sit in my place all day making a mess, alienating me from my potential kids, spending all my money, yelling at me, weaponizing sex against me. Sign me up. You like that there, Thor?
He said he made
Marriage would be a much
figures,
more attractive proposition if family law, divorce law, and custody law were equitable. I mean,
with his 9 figures.
I have over 9 figures in disposable income, no debt, good health, no kids. What is missing from my life? You have 9 figures, huh? Someone to sit at my place all day making a mess, alienating me from. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Okay, so you have 9 figures of income, and
what the fuck do he do?
So if you have 9 figures of income,
are you hiring?
My
brother Thor, are you hiring? You an assistant?
Yeah, 9 figures.
I just want to know what they do.
This is my question to anybody who has 9 figures of income disposable. Why haven't you donated it to those who are not having money or like homeless people? Why aren't you giving them a place
Let me
to
quit.
live?
It's not. Let me shut up.
That's my question to you. If I had 9 figures of income, I would
just
use
Thor.
the
We
money that I
appreciate you.
could.
Please like and subscribe. Thank you. You
I
have
would
a blessed night too.
I will have probably 7 because I could live comfortably off of that. I would get rid of 100 million easy.
It's drug money. Let me shut up. I'm sorry. Let me shut
Girl.
up.
Deborah was a great judge and military
You
leader
got to be selling some
that
good
led
ass
Barack
drugs.
in defending the Israelites. Yeah, see,
True.
you got people who are great leaders that are women in the world, not just in one area. I mean the Canaanites. You mean Canadians?
No,
Canaanites.
in the biblical time.
You ain't never read the damn Bible?
Oh,
What the heck? No, he ain't read the Bible, girl. You know
you
what
talking
he
about
is.
religion? Oh, I'm an atheist, y'all.
You know he an atheist.
Yeah. LOLs. Yeah.
I was
I'm
dead
just saying,
serious.
like, if I had
it's
9 figures
probably
in
drugs.
disposable
Hey,
income,
Jazz.
It's probably jug money. I mean, no judgment if it is. But
I
mean,
would
who the
I
fuck
would
just got
totally
nine
I
figures
would
just
totally
like that?
give a lot of cash to the people who are sitting there. I would give them a year's salary and I would give them a home and tell them, here, go make yourself a better person.
I
And
mean, if he
so
got the
No,
type
I
of
wouldn't do
drugs that I
that.
like, I'd definitely give him my money. But
No,
But we
see,
don't
I
know
would-
that he doesn't do that. We're just
Right.
going off the
I'll
information
have
that
hope.
he gave.
Yeah,
I
I'll
wouldn't
No,
give
no,
them
Brandon-
give my
with
money to
100
like,
million, and not just spread the wealth. I wouldn't do that.
No, I wouldn't do
Not
that.
fair.
See,
because
see,
some
Brandon,
people don't know what to do with money, and they probably
thank
just
you,
go
Kiki.
a crazy
Kiki, I'm
life.
telling you,
Yes,
girl. Me and you be here, Kiki. Just take the words right out of my mouth. Me and Kiki be here, yo.
'Cause that's
You
yeah.
gonna have to
I'd rather fund the places like MCTA. I know, like in the Youngstown area, like they'll help people pay for, like, if they're bettering themselves, getting
right.
to
Nope.
get jobs or get.
I wouldn't give it to any organization because every
Not an
organization is
organization.
corrupt.
You can make your own charities
single
that
one.
you can make sure that you're making a difference instead of
Yes,
helping
yes.
somebody go out and fuck up their life even more.
Right. Yeah. For
Well,
me,
I wouldn't do
I would
that.
have to put something in place where I know that, like I always tell people, if I make it to multi-millionaire status, I'm just not handing money out to my family. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell them, hey, listen, I'm going to bring you on board. If I know that person doesn't have an education, this is what I want you to work on, and I will do this for you. I want you to go get your GED. Once you show me you can go get your GED, okay, I got 50 grand for you. Okay. Now, once you got your GED, if you don't want to go to college, get your trade. Okay, I will give you 100,000. Like, that's what I'm saying. And I want them to know, like, I'm just not going to give you handouts, but I will help you get on your feet. But you got to show me that you want it. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're not willing to go get this GED and I'm offering you 50 grand, then the money that I'm going to give you, you're going to take and go blow it, because you're not going to be educated on how to handle the finances. I'm going to teach my people what to do with their money, how to invest it. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't want to just give somebody money and they don't have no education on how to handle it, because they're going to be in the same position again.
There are people who are
that's
highly educated that actually are on
Thank
the
you,
street.
Platinum.
There are people in the streets that are highly educated.
Beach Bro said, maybe your woman isn't a great leader.
Just saying.
I'm just thinking, like, look at lottery winners. Like, they can have the opportunity, they can have the success, but if they don't have the opportunity, they're not prepared for it, then you can
They don't
squander in less than 10
Right,
years.
Jasmine.
So
Yeah, a lot of them
Right.
do too.
Yeah.
you gotta have the mindset.
So it's important. It is so important that. And so let me throw this out there too. So people who are listening, if you came into a little bit of money or you about to get some money, your banks, you could go into the bank and sit down with a financial advisor. You know what I'm saying? You have banks that offer financial guidance, credit guidance. Like you can go through a course at your bank, and it will help you become aware of your financial situation and how to handle finances. Sometimes you just gotta Google and just look, because you want to do the right thing with your money. Often we get money and we blow it. So yeah, but because I really want to get into this next topic, because we really got into that. So the next topic that I really want to talk about, guy, is this Roe versus Wade. Yes, and I'm so mad because I did this and my words are so small I can't even read it.
I got you. Want me?
Yes, go ahead, B.
All right. So Norma McCorvey, the woman behind Roe v. Wade, during her third pregnancy, McCorvey hoped to get an abortion, but laws in her home state of Texas were highly restrictive, only allowing abortions if carrying the fetus to term threatened the mother's health. By the time the court ruled on Roe, McCorvey's pregnancy had long since ended. Unable to obtain an abortion, she gave birth to a baby girl on June 2nd, 1970, and she subsequently gave up the child for adoption. McCorvey's lawyers filed the case at a federal district courthouse in Dallas on March 3rd, 1970, dubbed Roe v. Wade. The lawsuit anonymized McCorvey as Jane Roe, and the second half of its name refers to the defendant, Henry Wade, the district attorney charged with enforcing Texas abortion laws.
Yes. So the reason why I really wanted to talk about this is because this a lot of people don't grasp the concept about it, behind it, and a lot of people get asking me, like, what is this? What is this law? What does it do? You know, and to be honest, I knew about it when I was younger, but I didn't know too much about it. So the reason why she wanted to get abortion, this woman She got married at 16. She married this grown man. Okay, she was 16 years old when she got married. He was abusive to her, and she had got on drugs due to the abuse. And she had kids with him, and she lost custody of her kids to her mom. And well, her first baby, she lost custody of her baby to her mother. And then the second baby, by the second pregnancy, she was already on drugs and she was pretty much strung out. She gave that baby up for adoption. She ended up pregnant again. She said she realized she was a lesbian. Men weren't for her. She ended up pregnant again. I don't know why she keep getting the D if men wasn't for her. But anyways.
Raw at that. Like
raw. Not trying to judge her and all. But she got pregnant again. And she didn't want the baby. But when she went to go get the abortion, she was 5 months pregnant. But if she wasn't 5 months pregnant, she couldn't have got the abortion. If she was 2 weeks pregnant, it was banned in that state. She like the what's the name said, the only way you can get abortion back then in Texas is if the baby was going to kill you. That was the only way. And 5 months, she was 5 months pregnant when she tried to get the abortion, which is way no. That's no. 5 months, no, thank you. But yeah, so she ended up fighting. But she ended up having a baby because it took so long, but she did give the baby up for adoption. So this is where there's Roe versus Wade. And the reason why it's called Roe versus Wade is because she didn't want people to know who she was so she could have a private life. And her fiance, which was a woman, did not even know she was going through this. So the whole time she went through this court proceedings, her fiance did not know because she wanted that anonymity. So what do you guys think about this? Do you think that this should be, do you think that this should be a state-to-state decision? Because that's what they're saying it's probably going to be. Or do you think this shouldn't be a thing, that it should be the woman's decision and we just should have a cutoff period? Go ahead, Jazz, because you haven't spoke all night.
So I think that it should be a woman decision. Only reason why I say that, I mean, don't get me wrong, I mean, me personally, I would never get an abortion. But I mean, if you have to, I mean, you got to do what you got to do. But I mean, they got to look at it in certain senses. Say it was a 14-year-old that got raped by her uncle and now she's pregnant and y'all still expect this little girl to carry this baby of incest. Like I wouldn't, no. Or what if it's a child that got caught up with a grown ass man and got pregnant and the man don't want to help? Right. You know what I mean? Like, why y'all gonna ruin that little girl's life like that? She can get the abortion and then be able to, fix her mistakes and attempt to try again. In certain, like they said in the other instance, like if it's something medically where it would kill you, like that. I mean, yeah, I feel like it should be the woman's decision because I mean, there should be no reason that men is out here telling people what to do with their bodies. I mean, but I mean, it's not even just with abortions; it's with everything. When I went and got my tubes removed, as soon as I told my doctor I wanted my tubes removed, he's like, "Did you ask your husband?" The fuck I gotta ask my husband about my fucking body for? Like, if I want to go do it, I'm gonna go do it.
Nah, that's
play devil's advocate with that one.
Fuck that.
That's your husband. So you he should have had a little bit input on it. But if it was your boyfriend, no. But
no, he didn't. He didn't. It's my body. So if I want to go and get everything taken out, I'm gonna go do that. It's my body. Like,
hey, can I ask a question about this situation?
Go ahead.
And I'll base my opinion on this.
Okay, go ahead.
You think this overturn of Roe versus Wade is going to make women stop fucking?
No,
it's not.
Because if they're going to stop fucking, then
no, they still.
So it's not. So the last time I checked, it takes 2 to make a baby. I don't think women can conceive on their own. I'm pretty sure we're not asexual.
But
I mean, a lot of women be scared to get pregnant, but they still want to fuck unprotected.
I mean,
so
but
if we're gonna make these women stop smashing,
then
we need to overturn.
Shouldn't it be on the men's part to use protection also? Because you men, you guys get into it and it be so slick, so good, so warm. Y'all just like, oh fuck it, fuck the Jimmy, right?
I mean, I get that, but it's like if
maybe y'all should have some self-control too.
Like if you about to go,
I'm talking about y'all. This is my version of safe sex.
It's like if you go on to fuck a dude and you get to this dude and it's like it should be both adults' responsibility. Like if you get to this dude and this dude don't got no condom, you should already have one to avoid any of that. Like you should.
We're not going for that because she could have poked a hole in it.
Jazz.
Listen.
So real quick before we move from you to another person, question is, do you think that the government should vote this into a constitutional amendment, or be overturned as it is to let the states decide how they want to handle this?
I think
it shouldn't be a state decision or a government state.
We ain't really got no choice.
Federal level or the state level? Which one?
It's like we really ain't got no choice at this point. I mean, I would say state level, because if it goes federal, who knows how, like it could, you think it's going in the right direction, and then it just makes a whole U-turn and flips, and So.
Okay, so that means there are going to be certain states that you probably won't be able to do it in. So let's say Georgia will outlaw it, but you can go to another state.
Outlaw in North Carolina. You can't do it here.
You would have to go to another.
I ain't got to worry about no abortions or nothing. So
no, all men should have vasectomy.
I agree.
You know why?
Let's go through it. Yes.
You know why I'm scared of this?
Go get your balls clipped.
Get them
as
clipped.
It pertains to us, because like when welfare and everything like that was created in the 70s and the 60s and all that other good stuff, for black women to get it, they would have to claim that somebody was not for welfare,
wasn't doing their job.
So sorry, I lost my service. Can y'all hear me?
I can hear you, but
I can hear you.
Yeah, okay, there you go.
I'm sorry, my service is in and out. Project Life. In the 60s and the 70s, when welfare became they had to say that the black man wasn't in the house or they were victims of abuse. So a lot of black men started getting arrested. Now, perhaps a woman says, in order for her to get this abortion, my man raped me.
Okay.
It's not far-fetched from happening. It happened 50 years ago.
It's it.
You know what I'm saying? And it helped cause divide in a lot of households and a lot.
And that's one of
the So things like that scares me.
Or everybody should just be like,
that's a good way of viewing it. Wouldn't even have to worry. I agree, Shaka.
I don't even know why it's a subject. I had a conversation and somebody told me, why is it such a big subject when a man that has a penis can go get a pussy? I mean, so all these surgeries and everything, why are you attacking an abortion?
Right. It's so crazy that you said that, Kiki. Platinum was talking earlier, and I was saying,
I mean, I understand it brings life, but at the end of the day, like, I don't understand. Like, you know what I mean? Like, why is it such a problem? And then that'll stop us from having kids.
Because we're starting to outnumber the white man, and the white man has to start thinking about
yes, that's definitely it.
Well, there's a couple of things.
But my thing is,
can you hear me?
If you can't have abortion, how does that even make sense? If you can't have abortion,
that's not it. The problem is the U.S. population of people having babies, we're declining in population. So that's another reason why they're doing this. So there was a census that came out, and
white people are declining.
But it's like a lot of people don't want fucking kids.
It's not just white people declining. This is like a real thing. So many people now are putting off having kids because they're focusing on their careers, especially women. Women, we know that if we hustle, we go to school, we can have a good life. And usually those women don't want to start having babies until their 30s, right? Now, these are women who are
or not at all.
Unfortunately, or not at all, are starting to have fertility problems. And then some of the women's and then some of the women just have get pregnant. Like I know a couple people just had some goddamn on abortions, and I'd be like, sit your ass down, okay?
Shaka, shocking numbers for you, sir. Check out the census, 2020 census. Check out the 2020 census right quick of the black males and white males or people in the U.S. and that number is going to pretty much shock you. You think it's higher than what you're saying. It's actually not.
Yes.
But you go ahead, Kiki. Sorry.
I forgot what I was saying.
Next time, let our guests get out what they got to say. It's okay. Hey, so what I was saying was, me and Platinum earlier, we were talking about this abortion thing, and I was like, I just think it's wrong that we live in a society where it's okay and I don't have anything against men marrying men or women marrying women or people being able to change their sex. I have no problem with that. But if people can do that, then why are they trying to take away women's rights, whether we want to have a baby or not. You know what I'm saying? Whether we want to get an abortion.
Because they wanted to go back to the olden days. You remember once upon a time women couldn't even go and damn vote. So it's like.
But I'm saying though, but it's okay to do all of these other things, but we can't make our choices. Like you have insurance companies want to tell you what type of birth control you can use now. It's just so much that people who are not women want to tell us what to do with our bodies. You know what I'm saying? And so how is it okay for us, for people to be like, it's a shame that you're coming for the LGBTQ or, you know, no disrespect. It's a lot. But then no, where are they at to back us up? Where are they at to back us women up? You know, it's our rights. My body, my choice. Go ahead, B.
Yeah.
Let Platinum go real quick and then you go.
Yeah.
Oh no, I was just mentioning that he had something to say. He was waving his hand.
Oh, okay, go ahead. He's used to me blabbering.
Yeah, the thing you were supposed to go last, by the way. You know, we've had that conversation. But anyways, so I want to make sure we have it clear as day to not put into a situation where it looks like we're trying to bash the chicks and all that. I don't want to have it look like that I'm a woman hater or anything. But having it go to the states is not a bad thing. What it does is it allows you, the people, to choose how you want the laws in your states to be ran. Meaning voting is going to be more important now in elections than ever. Because now you have a chance to get your state legislator to change a law that you may not like. Let's say there's a ban in place right now, right? All you have to do is now vote out that person who made that, who supported that law, and vote in the ones who support what you want.
But it's not that easy.
It's true.
It's not that
easy.
Easy.
Trust me, that's how government works. It's been working like that for 200 and what is it, 45.
But we also have years. Things. But we also have things
the government is crooked,
voter suppression. Voter
it's a government. It's a government that
going on in Georgia right now.
Hold up. I said, I don't want to make it sound like something, but I'm going to give y'all straight facts of things that happen. If you have
watered down, B.
Hang on. If you have something that ain't working for you, you vote. If you vote for the person you want, and that person goes in there and supports what you like, then you guys win, right? The federal government puts in a constitutional amendment. In order to get those people in, then you have to vote the people that support what you want in the federal government. Problem with the federal government is this: molasses. They are molasses, and they do what works for them. They don't care about you. They care about the lobbyists. They care about the people that are going to do for them, not for you. So until that changes, yeah, we'll go to UP. Until that changes, we have a problem with the legislature. You need to make sure that the legislature is voted the people you want. You want the people that are going to support what you want. That's the problem. Put caps on all our legislators. Remember, we talked about that. Voting terms limits. We need the term limits on those. Okay. Go ahead, P.
How do you help get laws go through faster, where it's faster than molasses? You incite panic and fear among the people. And how do you do that? And I'm not saying these shootings, these killings in schools and supermarkets is created for some type of agenda. But then again, it could be. So, these gun laws, for whatever reason, the Congress was slow to doing it at first, but now they've been able to get some headway. Why? Because what you see on the news, what you see on the headlines, every other week it seems like another massacre, another shooting, another death. So,
listen.
Can I say something? Because I remember what I was gonna say.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say that there should, with the law, if there was gonna be a law about somebody having abortions, I feel that repeat offenders should be a cap on how many you should get.
I agree.
Because if you're in there and you being a little hoe and you coming back pregnant
like been a little hoe
5 times, 6 times a year, then no, you ain't allowed back here. You gotta have your child. Or you know what I'm saying, or go get your tubes tied, one of the two.
Right.
I like
agree.
that. That's good. That's good.
Agree.
And Platinum P.
She said been a
thing
little
is, we're gonna have a whole bunch of women in front of the Capitol with hangers and doing public ones.
Oh my
That's
God.
gonna incite a lot of fear and panic, bro.
It would.
It is. But this is the thing that's also dangerous too. And I'm gonna hurry up and wrap this up.
That was horrible.
But what we was talking about too, me and Platinum, was you're gonna have people who are gonna get desperate and they're gonna go off to dangerous places like Mexico, any place that they can go and get it done. They're putting.
You can get everything done in the Dominican Republic,
right?
Like
They're
titties,
putting
ass,
people of
face,
color. They're putting people of color more against the wall in this situation because they're gonna. I mean, unfortunately, I'm not even gonna say just people of color because it's not just people of color, but people who do not have finances to go to Mexico or to the Dominican Republic. Someone's gonna be offering to do it out the back of their vans. Remember that was a thing in the 90s. That was a really big thing. People used to go.
That's how Cardi B got her butt shot. She said she got them done in like a hotel in New York or some shit like that. So, and then the other one's out of a back of a fucking van. So,
yeah. Well, guys, I
like to promote a business I'm gonna start doing tomorrow.
Okay,
Give me a white suspicious van, and I'm gonna have a bunch of hangers. If
you know what?
Oh, wow.
You know what?
It's gonna be suspicious, but sus all you want, but I'm gonna take care of you.
Abortion is
I'm helping you
it's
women.
not a laughing matter to me.
It's not.
It's not laughing, but you know what?
I mean,
what are we gonna do at this point?
I mean, have y'all ever seen a video of how abortion's actually done?
Horrible.
Like,
it does.
Yeah, and that's the problem that we're having here. People are getting mad over this, but they don't realize it's not the end of the world. All you gotta do now is
it might not be. You can speak to that as a man, but that can be the end of the world for a female.
You're taking away people's.
No one took away their right to choose. You choose to live in a state that's going to support your views.
That's your right being taken.
That's your right being taken
away from that area and go to another place.
It's not that easy, B. You're saying stuff like
leave America.
Move to another state.
But you don't know the state is not going to cover it or not cover it.
So someone should just pack up and move because they state don't do abortion. That is horrible.
Well,
if they've been to abortion, most likely they can't afford to keep the baby. So what makes you think they can afford to move?
And they shouldn't be having any type of intercourse on first place. They can't afford it.
But if you guys sit back and look at this, the government is being really sneaky and underhanded. If you're really paying attention, back in the day, it used to be a choice whether you wanted to get vaccinated, right? You used to, and no doctor give you, and it's still like that now. Under the Constitution, if a doctor was to come in there and give you a shot and you say, I don't want this shot, and he gives it to you anyway, that's assault. They're going to lose their license. They're going to go to jail. That is assault. But the government pushed the COVID vaccines on everyone. People are losing their jobs. If you don't get this, you're going to lose your job, right?
Yep.
And now
that was with my job.
They're telling women, you ain't got no choice but not to get this abortion. So if you guys are paying attention, the government more and more are trying to strong arm us. They're trying to line us up like cattle.
It's been part of the plan since we can only read the Bible. I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's just coming to fruition. You know what I mean? The government has always been shady. There's never, when it comes to black people, it's not for you. Shit, we're 3/4 of a person in that motherfucker. Like, the government is so crooked and ignorant. It's ran by all these white motherfuckers who think that they're a superior race because of the color of their skin.
Hey, on the bright side for the fellas, hopefully that means a lot more women to start to swallow. Can I get a high five? All right.
You niggas is ignorant.
Why do you assume a bitch always want to swallow though? Like, y'all need to be drinking more water before bitches.
I'm not going to swallowing. Can you? I mean, do you?
Drink more water. I don't want to taste no nut that tastes like requirement. Like everybody else talking about swallowing.
Can you reach
a height requirement?
What is there to swallow? Y'all always want me sitting here cracking jokes. This is serious though. Like for real, because you guys aren't under attack, so you guys don't take it as personal as us. Like I literally am told if I wear a certain outfit, I'm a slut. If
I am under attack,
if I'm too friendly, I'm.
I was under attack.
We are under attack because if you get somebody pregnant and you don't want them to have the baby, that means you in for more years of child support. So we are under attack.
Yeah, the system's really rigged against
guys. You don't want to have kids.
Don't realize that.
Exactly.
Say what?
But ain't no one. But there's no one. There's no one clocking your scrotum. There's someone clocking my uterus.
There's somebody clocking my paycheck.
My wallet. Yeah, we said the same thing.
We all said it. There's somebody clocking our paycheck. We under attack. It's gonna fall on us.
The 2 children, almost $1,000.
My body, my choice. I'm gonna keep saying it. My body, my choice.
Especially in the Black community, why is it like that? Like the Black woman can go through something, then immediately, well, look what I go through. Okay, we see what the Black man go through. We go through what you go through.
We support y'all. We hold y'all up.
Like I don't understand. Like even the fact that it seemed like more men are hating women anyway.
No, we don't hate y'all.
And then we're
where's my freaking sandwich? You talking about holding
That's because they're being
Be bad. Let us know you safe, bro. Do the call.
Right.
No, I hope she whoop his ass.
Y'all all P Valley. That's what that is.
What you say, Kiki?
Y'all ain't gonna need no women no more because y'all cool with each other.
Never.
Basically.
Yeah, that's safe sex. I think that's why they turn into each other because it's safe sex.
That's not safe sex.
And they ain't gotta worry about getting pregnant.
Wait, no, y'all, for real. Can we please talk about that P Valley episode? Cause dog, did anybody watch it?
I never seen P Valley.
Don't watch it because it make you look at men in a total different state.
No, y'all niggas need to
kind of like lifetime to me.
Y'all need to watch it.
But you know what? But you know what? Watch it. Because you know what? It's a harsh reality because this is what's going on out in these streets. Watch it so you can see exactly.
Make y'all look at all y'all homies.
Give me a description of what happened and I'll make a decision. What happened?
Dang, if I tell you what happened, then you ain't gonna want to watch it.
Yeah.
Well, if you know I don't want to watch it, why would you leave me to watch some shit?
Everybody
must have told his homegirl, "Hey, I'm going out with the boys." It must have been smashing the boys. That's the only thing I could think of. Was it that? No. Oh.
I mean,
if you're trying to line it up, I'm not watching that
shit. It's a real graphic scene.
Oh,
very graphic.
Very graphic. I mean,
very graphic.
I'll tell it. Shit, because I'm
dog. When I was sitting there watching that, I'm just like,
it's 2 men. Two alpha men. I mean,
2 alpha men.
Oh, you know what I'm saying? And then they break it down like they take the lube out. They put it on.
All right, now, this has been another episode of the Lauren Hour.
Pineapples.
This has been another.
It shows you how men make love. And
this has been another episode of the Lauren Hour.
I don't know, man. I don't think I want to do the
I didn't expect it.
Good over here.
No, I'm not interested.
They take the lube out.
I took it. I don't want nobody.
Tell me more.
But he has juice all over my face. I'm good.
Yeah, y'all. Anybody ever know that like? Nowadays, I don't know if I brought this up to you before, but nowadays, like on TV shows, the sex scenes between men and women be mad short, but like the gay scenes be longer than the Rapper's Delight.
Oh my god!
Oh, this one was long.
It was very long.
It was like watching Pornhub.
No, like seriously.
Really? Oh, I gotta go watch that.
It was like soft porn.
What episode was it?
No, you can't even say that was soft porn. No, that was hard.
No, because you were sitting there and it went on forever, and you're sitting there like, what the?
Wait, so
did
they show everything? Did they show everything?
Everything.
They show them like
they
show him like in the shower with the suds flying down the crack of the
shower. They showed him taking the condom.
You know, it was like an instruction. It was like an instruction.
Take me to jail,
dog.
They showed
It's subliminal now. Everything's so subliminal.
I'm telling you, it's a good show. It's a good show. It's definitely.
I've never seen it, but I guess I might check it out now.
It's the way the media is
episode
like,
1 and just watch.
Like, what is it? How do you say it? Demasculating men or?
Yeah,
it's the way the media is doing our black.
I don't think it's promoting the gay agenda.
Oh boy.
Yeah, that's.
I don't know about the gay agenda, but I think that it's just too much. I think I don't know, because to be honest, I don't care if it's a man or a woman. I think it's stuff shouldn't be in detail like that all the time.
No,
you know what I'm saying? Because
how can you want that to women though? I don't understand.
That you just want to watch with your family. Like, I'm uncomfortable sitting here watching a certain show with my mom because they about to, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's make things about family sometimes.
Dog,
you know?
I had to cover Ivy's eyes because
the most uncomfortable I've been in a theater with my mom was watching Jason's Lyric.
Oh yeah.
He had a hairy ass, boy.
So hairy. Like,
That's
why?
still my favorite scene, though.
Very uncomfortable because I'm with
Mine
my
was Tretch on the side of the building. That was mine.
That was a hard R, and
Ooh.
this dude was hard, and he was
Okay,
hard.
y'all know I'm about to start acting up. So let me wrap it in. I was like, yeah.
Admin about to get on your ass.
Let me quit. So I just want to thank you guys so much for coming, Kiki and Platinum P. I enjoyed you guys so much. Once again, go ahead and shout out you guys, your website and your podcast. Kiki, let everybody know when and where they can catch you at.
Basically on Sundays for both shows. One airs at 6:30, one airs at 8:30. The first one is Deep Throat Conversations. I'm on there with Mr. Bendova as a co-host, and I'm on as another co-host on QWOP. So come check us out. We just be on there shooting a breeze, having a good time, tackling any topic from dicks to politics. So
I like that. I love it.
Oh yeah, and definitely if you out there and you own your own truck and you have a small fleet, please get at me. Look up Road Candy or shoot 330-787-6569. Call me and let's make this money.
Okay, let's get to that money. All right, Platinum, go ahead.
So first and foremost, I want to say thank y'all for this is a great hour. It wasn't even an hour, it felt like, being able to discuss with y'all. But Platinum P, personal development, videos that's ongoing, and we gonna talk about. Let's put it like this: if someone was able to become a better person, that's what I'm talking about. We have grants and scholarships that's available for college students. And I've done that. I went to Youngstown State University. I was able to graduate with no debt. And I talk about that as well in my videos. So it's going to be insight. It's going to be entertainment, but a lot of insights allows to challenge you. It's to challenge you. So Platinum P, YouTube, one man, one stop shop.
Okay. So everyone, make sure you guys go over to Platinum P's channel and check them out. We have a lot of kids graduating high school. So mothers, fathers, aunts, uncles, and grandmothers, if your baby has just graduated high school and you know they are planning to go to college, please check out Platinum P's channel so that he can help inform you guys on how to graduate college with no type of debt. So you want to set your children up for life. This man has the information and he has the blueprint. So head over to his channel. Please like, share, and subscribe, because guess what? We're all about moving forward with no school debts and creating generational wealth. And it starts with our children. So thank you guys for tuning in. Kiki, thank you. We appreciate you so much.
One sec.
We got one more topic?
One more topic, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Let's call this Meme Central. Before we go.
Oh, here we go.
Let us talk about the meme that I just cannot stop unseeing because it's too funny. That versus Omarion.
Mario. Oh, we ain't gonna talk about Sister Girl.
Oh yes. Oh, you know what? We're gonna talk about that.
And Ray J, hold up, no, the damn memes though, real quick. They're just.
My guess, if any of you guys have to go, feel free to go because I don't want to hold you guys hostage.
I don't work tomorrow.
Real quick, want to just meme this one out.
No,
like
I want to talk
J,
about this McDonald's.
There's a video of Ray J singing in next to a kid, and then this lady a voiceover like,
his kid?
"What's he doing?" and singing in that kid's ear. Poor
I seen that. I seen that.
Out of that whole verses, the only thing that threw me off was them two ghetto ass niggas with that fucking watermelon. Like, y'all tacky as fuck for that. That was real tacky.
Hey, hold on,
like,
Ray J dance though. His old.
That was horrible too, but it's just the watermelon. Just like really, like y'all couldn't get a container to put that shit in. You couldn't have it like.
Was bringing his third eye. He was like, "Let me eat my my nigga spiritual watermelon real quick." You know what I'm saying?
He wanted them weird. He is Scorpio too, but he wanted them weird ones. So those November.
I love his
Scorpios.
whole vibe though. But I told you guys because we had talked about the verses before it started. I was Team Mario, And he won. Y'all know Mo.
But Omarion can't sing.
Wait,
Everybody
Mario
know that. Omarion
won?
sounded like he
He
smoked
did.
like 100
He
packs
sounded
of
like
fucking
shit.
cigarettes.
Mario
He sounded like he
sounded
smoked
wait.
100 packs of cigarettes. He's a great
Omarion
dancer, but
should've
it's
won.
like
He sound
he's never been a good singer.
not Omarion, but Mario did win, and he sounded good. He sounded
Yeah.
better than everybody else.
Yeah.
Pleasure P sounded good. Bobby
Mario's
V,
a better singer than Omarion, but
That's
Marion
true.
got better
Yeah.
music.
He
hey,
got better dance skills.
hey, but what was all of that shade throwing? Did y'all catch that with Ray
Yeah, about
J?
him calling the. Well, no, I was talking about Omarion. He called
Lil
the
Sammy-
three the
Lil
backup
Sammy?
dancers and shit.
Yeah, little Sammy coming at Ray J. I sing your shit better than you. Like, oh,
Hey, but you heard when Bobby V and Lil Sammy was trying to sing, and Mario's like, "Nigga, what is quit it? Stop! What the fuck?"
stop! What is that? He's like, please.
I can never look at Bobby Valentino
You say
right
you gotta
after
watch
I
it?
heard about him being
Yeah, I gotta
caught with
watch it.
that
I just
damn
been
train
watching
in
it.
here. Like I could never look at
Girl,
Bobby.
you got to watch
I
it.
didn't watch it.
4 hours, yo, or 2 hours. That was long. 2 hours.
Okay, can we
How did that shit last 2 hours? Each one of them only got like 3 hit records.
That's why they had to have so many people, and they ain't even had no hit records, which is a hit song. None of them had no hit records.
Ray J got
Ray J had
2
one
records,
If I had
and that's not even one of his better songs.
I ain't never
one
heard
wish,
nothing but
one
one
wish,
song.
one wish.
But anyways,
From Ray J,
He got
he got that song with
one
Lil' Kim.
song that was dope though. I forgot how it
Hey,
went.
wait a minute, look, that's
oh
me.
yeah, wait a minute. Like
Yeah.
to God, watch out now. It's the little one,
Yeah,
and I'm not Bow
that's
Wow.
it.
Yeah, that's in
That
my
was
song.
it.
Okay, wait a minute. Yeah, that was my stuff.
Yeah, that's
You
it.
know, I
That's
like
what Lil'
Lil'
Kim
Kim.
was.
Ray J
Look
ain't
as
got no
crazy
hit
as she look now. So
Lil' Kim's my mother.
that's what she still had her saying, back in the day face. So
Okay,
I
so
forgot how it went.
what'd you say?
I forgot how that song about it's gonna be like, "Hey, pretty lady." It was dope though.
Oh yes,
Lady.
mm.
I think
Oh,
it's
Ray
Sexy
J and
Lady.
Young Berg, Sexy Canna.
yeah,
Oh,
sexy
yeah.
cat.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember
Yeah.
that song.
He's
I remember
part of
that
my
song.
music. Yeah,
That was my shit.
I didn't
Yeah,
know
that
that
was
was Ray
okay.
J.
Yeah.
that's not Ray J's song. He just features on it. That's Young Berg's song.
Okay, well, I would give him that
Yep.
then.
Wait, Young Bird don't go by Young Bird number, do we?
Hitmaker.
Hitmaker, there we
Hitmaker,
go.
whatever you call it.
Hitmaker.
I didn't know that was
He
the
had to
same
go by
person
Hitmaker
until
after
Eric
his
told me that,
chains
and I'm
got-
just like,
After his chains got snatched, he had to go by Hitmaker after they took the Autobot, the Decepticon thing. Yeah. Okay, so we
that's that
got
light skin shit.
right. So we got to get into this McDonald's girl situation.
Yes.
Okay, for my fellas who may not know this, so there was a situation where a woman, she has 3 kids, and her baby dad was bringing McDonald's. I think it was Burger King or McDonald's. He was bringing
McDonald's.
some fast McDonald's over for his child. He has 1 child with the woman, and she stopped him at the door and she said, "Nigga, where the rest of the food at for the rest of my kids? You know I got other kids in here. Where's the rest of the food at? You just gonna bring food for one?" And she basically berated him and cussed him out. And he's like, "I'm just here to bring him my baby food. I know what he like." And so she was basically calling him a ain't shit person. And so I want this from my guys' perspective. Do you guys feel like if you have a baby with a woman and she has other kids, if you bring your child something to eat, that you have to bring her other kids something to eat too? What
Are
would
we
you
together?
Fuck them kids.
Wait, are we together? Hold on. Are we
Dead
together?
ass though.
Y'all not together.
No, not together.
Then
Straight like that.
them
Straight
kids.
like that.
Dead
Them
ass.
kids.
Fuck all them kids.
That's all I got.
Can I put my input in though? Now that
Go
they
ahead.
done, can I put
Go
my
ahead.
input?
Go ahead.
Okay. So at first, I was just like, well, actually, from the beginning, I've been on his side because y'all got 1 kid together. She said that was their youngest kid.
Mhm.
1 fucking kid, like 1 kid. So if my 1 child is in there, I'm going to bring my 1 child because at the end of the day, I only have to worry about my 1 child. I don't give a fuck about none of your other kids because they ain't mine. That's it. That's all. Now, I was on Facebook earlier I was Instagram. And I was watching something that she had posted, and she said that them 2 was still fucking. So then I'm like, ooh, well,
So the
Well,
pussy
that's why
was
I
good
asked
enough where
first.
he brought extra meals.
that
Excuse
I
my
don't know.
language. I'm sorry.
I don't know.
My bad.
I don't know.
Well,
I mean, I would
but-
assume so, or maybe they would still fuck us. So he like, fuck it, let me feed all these damn
You ain't
kids.
getting
So,
you ain't getting it if you can't bring
but then that kind of
You can't
changed.
get
That
the
kind
dinner
of
box?
changed me a little bit. That kind of changed it a little bit.
The
But
only
honestly,
way that changes is if they're together. If you're still having intercourse, that does not mean y'all together.
No,
I
the
mean,
way
you in a relationship.
I mean,
with
in
each
her
other, you
mind, it
live
could be.
together,
You
new.
don't know how
the way they was interacting though, like it's
yeah.
probably on. It seems like she controls him with that child.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So it
Yep,
seems
yep,
like so she probably like if you ain't fucking me, you ain't gonna see your child. And I've seen
Yeah.
men go through shit like
Yeah.
that.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
like I cannot. I'm definitely on his side, but the
Mhm.
only thing that I do not like, you know what I'm saying, because all right, I understand you're gonna do for your child, but go ahead and take him with you because you know the other kid's gonna want what he want. You
Well,
know,
she wouldn't let him
She
go.
wouldn't even let him go.
no, no. I know that, but I'm just saying that's what I don't like. That's the
That
only
would have been
thing
the
that I
smarter
don't like.
move.
But other than that,
Right.
that's not. And 9 times out of 10, he's paying child support too. So if he wants
That's
to do
true.
something extra for his child,
Because if he's doing for that baby, he's doing right by that baby.
But
Yeah.
what irks me out of everything is that she's screaming, "Oh, I don't get no stamps to this day. I don't get no stamps to this day." But bitch, your hair done, your nails done, and your fucking lashes done. So it's like that shit's more important than making sure. I'm sorry, like I'll be around her looking like a fucking I don't know what. But as long as Ivy got some food in this house for her to eat, then I'ma just
Right.
that's just it. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Right.
never gonna let my child go without. But it's like you all
Child
dolled the
support.
fuck up. Like,
Child,
and you
child
screaming
support
you
is
ain't
a
got no stance. She got
child
4
support
fucking kids
is a
though.
broke bitch hustle anyway.
you know
So
my stamps.
Oh my
don't
gosh,
reload
shut up,
until the
Shaka.
7th. Like,
But it's like you
know,
gotta think about it with that many stamps. Like for example, my sister live in Florida. She got 4 kids and get damn near $1,000 in stamps a month. So it's like
I
you
can't even buy
have
$1,000 worth of food in a month.
but exactly. It's
But
like
that
at average it'll take probably what, depending on how many kids you got, maybe 250, 300, kind of depending,
Yeah.
you know, to
Especially
fill up.
when you
So
use
you
the
still
cash.
got exactly. You still got stamps that'll last you throughout the end of the month. Go into that next month. Then you're gonna get some more. She done sold them stamps to get her lashes, her nails, and her hair did, and now
I
she's
believe
sitting
that.
there looking fucking funky. Like
right.
yeah, it's
She
a
getting.
broke. It's a
I'm telling you
broke.
like this: if she getting stamps, then she got them on child support.
exactly.
It's a bum bitch
So
hustle.
what
It's
she's
cheap.
doing it to me, what she's saying, all that dependent on that. She ain't working. She ain't doing shit. She just get to sit home and take care of her kids and shit. You know what I mean? So what's
Right.
I don't understand.
Yeah.
I just
So
don't know how you don't got no fucking
so
stamps.
my standpoint on it is I support dad. I support dad 100%.
Definitely.
But the type of person I am, if I was to show up to someone's house and my child was there, me and that's
I'm
just
bringing
me.
a whole
I would
piece
bring.
in.
Yeah, I would bring something for all the kids because I wouldn't want no child to feel some type of way. But
Maybe
at
I'm
the
just
same
mean
time,
too.
but at the same time, we
Fuck
don't
them
know
kids.
his situation.
Bingo.
You understand what I'm saying? So it's necessarily not his job. But if he wanted to do that out of the kindness of his heart, then by all means, yeah, go ahead. You don't have to get them nothing super expensive. Get them a $1 sandwich. But for her to the way she did it, I thought it was just so wrong. What she should have done is said, "Hey, let little BB go with you. He can sit in the car and eat his food. I don't want the other kids to see it because they might feel some
That
type of
part.
They
I
saying it's a hoax now.
She a rat. She
You know
a
what I'm
rat that's
saying?
getting ran through that's having kids. That's what
And
that
so
Yo, they're literally saying that was planned. Like they planned that shit to go viral.
yeah, I believe it. I mean, because people do anything for likes now. But since the situation is brought
I'm
up,
about to go do that shit so I can go viral.
this might be
Right.
someone's actual life though. You know, and I feel like sometimes as women, especially kids' mother, we gotta watch how we handle our children's fathers because
Watch
Yeah.
who you have kids by too.
like
Yeah.
it's important
That's
for
a big
kids
one.
to have
That's the big one.
respect and love for their dads.
That
Like
is-
Obviously, the dad is taking care of his child.
Exactly.
making him
But like
perfect.
even like he said,
Don't
you
It's
know,
the
it's
woman.
like
The woman is
maybe
the
on
problem
child
in that
support,
another
it's like
situation.
man's
y'all
not
know what
doing.
his pockets look like. You know,
right.
like it may have been maybe that day he could only afford the food for his kids, but maybe 2 weeks ago he was up, so he was able to buy it for everybody. Like you hustling that man pocket. Like that'd be the main thing I've noticed when it comes to like baby daddy, baby mama type shit. It's always money, 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 money. And it's just like
It's never the kid.
exactly. It's just the money.
Yes.
Oh, I
Never
need
the
this.
kid. And
I
you know
need
what?
this. I
And
need
it's
this.
like and it's men and women.
That's bum bitch
Because
vibes.
the man don't want you or the
When you
woman
have to
don't want
use
you
your
no more, so
child
you
for
don't want it.
leverage, that's bum bitch
Yeah,
vibes.
so you don't want
Yeah.
nothing to do with the child. What part of the game is that? Like
Bum bitch
you got a
make
whole
you
human being here. Like you just it's a human being on this
And kids ain't cheap. Like one kid ain't cheap. Just imagine if you got 3, 4, 5, 10 kids.
Right.
Them motherfuckers
Imagine
is
if you got
potato.
7. Imagine if you got 7. Okay.
I could never. That's why I'm just sticking with this one and only.
This is the thing because I've been in situations like this. Like, And like my kid's father, like he would come and get like my daughter, like when she was young, he'd come babysit for me. I'd be like, hey, can you babysit? Sure. Or if he brought something for one child, he said the other kids up, yes, he'd bring something for them. I remember when I first started into my relationship, because everybody know, like my husband, I have 2 older kids, well, 3 other kids. But when we first entered into this relationship, he was like, we first started dating like over 15 years ago. He was like, listen, I'm more than down to take care of you. You just do for the kids. And I was like, okay, I'm cool with that. But when we got into the relationship and the kids grew on him, like my kids don't have to ask for nothing. My oldest kids, they don't have to ask for shit. That's their father. You know what I'm saying? And you have to give men that opportunity to be that. You can't just force it. I'm not gonna tell that man, well, nigga, you dating me, so you're just gonna have to do this. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, whatever you feel comfortable with, as long as you paying the bills. Because it was like, I pay all the bills and stuff, but when it comes to spoiling you and stuff, buying your clothes, I buy your clothes. You just buy the kids' clothes or have their dad do it. I'm like, all right, cool. Man, within 6 months, that man was buying everything. I didn't have to ask for nothing, but I also didn't put him in a position where he felt forced to do it. Go ahead, somebody say something.
I mean, that sounds like an agreement that came between y'all too, which is that should be the case when it comes to a lot of issues. Unfortunately, when you have other people that doesn't know the flavor of the Kool-Aid trying to make decisions about it, then that's when things get murky really quickly.
That's
true story.
Yeah. Well, anyways, for women out there who are using your children as pawns, please stop it.
And don't
cute.
And don't talk about the other parent in front of the. Don't talk about the other parent,
right? Especially on camera, unless the man being abusive
like me and avoid motherfuckers that have kids. You ain't even got this problem. I have to deal with this shit.
Right? Like I don't even know. Like women, some women just be weird nowadays. Like I don't know. Like, did you wake up and just realize you was gonna be a bald-headed hoe? Like I don't.
Bald-headed hoe shit, but I'm sorry.
Okay. That's like that is like, come on, man. Like, you know how many good men are out here and they're afraid to approach certain women because they're wondering, is she gonna be like this? Like, come on, man, y'all scallywags, and it's always the chicks who buy hair from Love Me. Say another quick.
Bald-headed scallywag ain't got no hair in the bag.
I buy hair from Love Me, so let me stop. But guys, we are over. It has been the Lauren Hour with Allure D. I want to thank all my guests for tuning in. Girl, me too. I am so thankful to all you guys. You guys make sure you have a safe and fun 4th of July. I celebrated Juneteenth, so 4th of July, I don't really care about it. If y'all cooking, I'm eating. Oh, girl, okay, listen. We let the people from the mountains of Carcass keep that. Okay.
So I mean, they can keep it, but I'm off from work on Monday, so I'm gonna definitely take that. Like,
we'll take them days off. No. Listen, I love all you guys. Have a blessed weekend. Have fun, and thank you guys. Like always, this has been the Lauren Hour with your girl Laura Dannon. Make sure you guys check me out on YouTube at the Lauren Hour Podcast with Laura Dannon. Check me out on Spotify, Apple, Pandora, any streaming service. I'm there. Check me out. Love you guys. Bye.